She got her phone like this. Why is she recording us and narrating? Hey y'all, my name is Denasia and I'm a 24-year-old type A Black girl from Las Vegas. I currently live in Jersey, working as a corporate girly in the beauty industry.
Hey y'all, my name is Faith and I'm a 25-year-old type A Black girl from AZ, living in Denver, working as a corporate girly in tech.
When it comes to life, it's literally always something, especially as a type A Black girl.
No matter what area you're in, Girl Talk always makes it better.
Get ready to enjoy an hour of us yapping about friendships, relationships,
and things we've learned along the way as type A Black girls. Hope you enjoy.
Hi guys, happy Halloween.
Hi everyone, welcome to season 10 of Type A Black Girls Halloween edition.
We're wearing these outfits in July.
Yeah, when Denasia came up with this idea, I was like, I actually have no clue what I was going to do. And I was like, maybe I could paint my face. But we literally are recording right after this.
We could not do that.
And the thing is, if you know me for some time, you know I've painted myself as Megamind, also Oompa Loompa. And I honestly want to do a full color series this October. So let's see if that actually
color like different. You're different colors.
I'm a different colors, and then the colors correlate to like a different character because I love painting my face. And I was actually also a frog, but I didn't post that one. I was sometimes when I get depressed, I paint my face, and it just like the inner child in me is like, okay, I guess we could do our homework. That was me in college.
Now, mind you, this isn't just like little face paint. When I saw the Megamind, I think the Megamind one was when we first started getting close. I remember opening your story, and she got a bald cap on, and everything is blue
and lingerie because it was a lingerie party, but I decided I was going to be Megamind.
I did not know that
before it was lingerie party, so I'm still gonna be Megamind. So I'm walking down Mill to my friend's apartment.
Sexy Mega,
yeah,
crazy. I remember being like, Faith, what? I remember checking in. Like, what are you? Is everything
hey, Mom,
all right? Because all I saw was a picture of her as Megamind with a lace bra on, and I said, we got things to talk about.
And all my friends are like, I can't believe you do this. And I'm like, you can't believe? We've been friends for how long and you can't believe I've done
No,
this?
I couldn't believe it. Like, I still couldn't believe it. I said, wow, she's committed to the bit. But the Oompa Loompa I expected. Yeah. I was like, okay, I didn't see Mega, right.
Yeah, but Megamind really, I love painting my face. I have a full paint kit. Like, yeah, just, y'all follow me. Follow the pod. It'll probably be on the pod too. But y'all, let's get into the culture announcements before we get into this episode. Please subscribe to our Patreon, $3. Honestly, the fact that I'm married is going to be on there before any other girlies know. All of the behind the scenes of all of our crazy party New York stories. All the pictures and videos that just can't make it onto anything without a paywall.
Yeah.
Due to many variants.
We be spilling all the tea on Patreon. Like, we're already we're filtered on here.
Yeah.
But like, think of like us completely unfiltered.
Yeah.
That's our Patreon.
Like girl time.
Girl talk, and we just press record.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
The Patreon is the most authentic you'll get of us. Also make sure you're in our group me, the girlies in the group me. We're actually about to hit 200 people in the group me now in July. So hopefully by the time this comes out in October, we've hit more.
Yeah.
Make sure you're also submitting any questions and concerns. We take anything you have in our free suggestion box. It's always in the link tree in our bio and also in the description of this episode. Make sure you're subscribed. Hopefully you're watching us right now because we have on Halloween costumes.
Yes, we do.
We're in theme, baby.
We're in theme.
So please make sure you're subscribing and make sure you're also following our Instagram and interacting.
Yes. And please make sure you rate on Spotify 5 stars and you leave a review, text review, and 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. It helps so much. And again, commenting on YouTube helps so much, and commenting on our reels because we are... Honestly, as you've seen, we have really big guests this season, and like we're about to hit 1K right now because we just got a really viral video right now,
which we'll unpack.
Let's go ahead and get into that right now. But honestly, commenting really helps for our engagement and the algorithm. So, Mom, let's just do like our top 3. Last night we were just giggling at all the insane things because it's got our TikTok, our reel, mind you. It was literally just saying we were the first in our lineage to live alone without men. And the men did not like that.
They're actually tearing us a new one.
Tearing us a new one.
They are pissed. No. We've never been dragged like this. And honestly, I was excited. Because I said, this means we really need.
No.
When people start hate commenting and start commenting random stuff, like that's how you know, like.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. Frick. There was one, it was like, poor Tink Tink. And I just love that phrase.
I found it. Okay, well, for context.
Yes.
We posted a reel of us talking about the fact that, I think we talked about this one of our other episodes as well.
Yeah.
That we're just glad that we're of a generation of women where we can choose to live alone. We don't have to rely on a man to just survive. Like, we can now choose to do what we want to do and we don't have to rely on someone else being and providing our livelihood.
Exactly.
And we just said, we're proud to be a part of one of the first generations of women to do that.
Yeah.
They are tearing us a new one talking about, where do y'all get first from? I mean, happy for us, but we're not the first. We know there's other women that lived alone before us.
Shout out to y'all.
We know that, but we're just saying, generationally, like millennials and Gen Z and like our moms, I mean, before them, how many women were able to like say successfully, we can go get an apartment in our own name.
And still eat.
Yeah.
Like, without kids, too.
And feel independent and actually fulfill your own lifestyle. So,
yeah.
Poor Tink Tinks, y'all generation is not first and it's not a flex. LOL. That was from Pretty in Real Life. 1128.
These names are crazy. Like, they're definitely in their 30s and 40s. Like, do y'all have jobs? Like, can you do the web box one?
Oh, let me find it. Okay. The first generation. Ignorance is bliss with these two. Like, what? And then there's people in there defending us. Someone said, Lachey said, she clearly said a lot out of our lineages. We said within our own families and our own lineages, our grandmothers could not do that. And they wanted to, but they just were not in the right
space
generation.
To do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lachey said, nowhere in that did that mean at all that they're wrong. Y'all are so eager to argue about every damn thing you don't listen to.
Somebody said, you ready for this? It's all about prostitution.
They swear, no. Based on these comments, someone said these young heifers are fried. Someone else said, bro, where's the bots comment?
Yeah, you got to get the web box one.
Okay. LP the coach says, y'all the first generation to sell y'all wet bots on the internet for a $3.49 monthly subscription.
I mean, Patreon, but it's less than that. Like,
bro,
that's the only subscription we got.
We're not selling no bots on Patreon.
We are not selling no web box. I promise you we ain't. Like, huh?
We'd be banned, and we'd be selling it for way more than $3.49. Come on. That's insane.
Bro, literally, we were so delusional last night. Last night was just a fever dream, honestly. But then we got home, and Danae just reading. We're both just like, and we're like, what did they say?
Every single time we refreshed, it was a new crazy ass comment. They calling us bimbos. OnlyFans changed a lot of hoes' lives. We're not on OnlyFans. We are type A black girls.
That's it.
We don't got no OnlyFans page.
I promise you we don't. But yeah, it was this just low key. I feel like, it feels like we've made it.
Yeah.
we made it. Yeah.
We for sure reached an audience I didn't think we would reach. I don't know whose For You pages we're on, but they're obviously they don't like what we're talking about. They're like, oh, that's why y'all probably gonna not live with a man. You want to be spinsters your whole life.
Cat ladies, future cat ladies.
What?
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
One of us is married.
Literally. And it's like, also, we just said we are grateful we're able to pay our own bills.
That's it.
If she needed to, she could pay her own bills.
That's it. North Carolina, did I want to?
Paid her own bills.
Yeah. But did I? Absolutely. Could I? Yeah.
Someone else said,
yeah.
Yeah, and y'all still gonna blame men for the economy. Well.
No, talking about some Uncle Sam is still a man. Do you think we're on?
We never said he wasn't.
Are we? Do you think we're in Section 8? Like, I just say the government's not paying for us. Let's just say that. We are not.
It was just.
But moms, for the question of the week, what is your most irrational fear?
I wouldn't say it's irrational. I don't think any of my fears are irrational.
No, me either. When you said that, I was
they're fearful.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I feel like Snake Island's a big one for me.
Oh,
Snake Island. If you don't know what Snake Island is, go look up Snake Island right now and come back. Pause this. Go look it up and come back. You'll understand. I don't know. I just feel like part of me, every time I get on a flight, I'm like, frick, like, what if we land on Snake Island?
Every time?
Emergency landing. Like, ever since I started seeing videos of it, I was
I didn't know that was a real thing.
It's a real island.
Oh, I thought you were just making it up. I thought it was like a movie or something.
This is a real island.
What?
Yes, I think it's actually like you're banned to go there. But I'm just thinking, like, what if it's an emergency landing on a flight and they're like, we gotta land, and the only piece of land is Snake Island? Snake Island's real.
New fear unlocked. Why would you say
I'm just saying. What? Y'all y'all know I got a lot of fears of planes. I'm fearful that I'm breathing the same air for 12 hours.
You do have a rough one
long
with that
flights. I get really claustrophobic with that.
Yeah.
Snake Island's a big one.
Yeah. Just snakes in general.
Snakes coming up through the toilet. I just don't fuck with snakes.
And pinching your booty.
Right on up there.
Yeah, like literally.
That was snakes on a plane. That's where that fear came from.
My best friend, she like sometimes her humor, I'd be like, don't piss me off. But the thing is, her boyfriend be egging it on. So they were just giggling one day and sent me a video of a snake. I said, Bisa, I will not be talking to you for a full day. That is literally one of my worst fears in life.
I hate them animals. Like, I don't even consider them animals. Those are demons.
They're demons. Them and owls.
Them and
them
cats?
eyes?
No. Y'all know how I feel about cats.
You don't mess with cats.
I don't play with cats. When I was in Africa, they don't have dogs. They don't have stray dogs. They just have cats.
Oh, wow.
Stray cats everywhere. And I was just like, we would be eating. Cat runs under my legs. I feel fur. I said, I'm tweaking out live. I do not play with cats. My grandmas, both of them, think they are vessels for demons. And I agree.
Yeah. Owls, those eyes. Damn, we want to go to an owl cafe in Japan. I said, okay, let me look.
Crazy concept.
Great. They have cafes for everything. Guinea pig cafes, cat cafe, whatever. The eyes, I said, oh, that's demonic.
We're not playing with it.
Unfortunately, those eyes, the head, why can it turn like
Why can it do both things?
Where this neck? Like, I was fine. Like, I just can't. I'm trying to think what my irrational fears are. The trypophobia, the holes.
Oh, that's actually valid though. I can see that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, all of our fears are rational. I mean, realistically, we don't have irrational
if there's
fears.
a name for it, it's valid.
It's very, very valid. I'm trying to think what else. I just have this is more like an anxiety, but it's also fear. But I just really always feel like somebody's gonna punch me or shoot me. Just like literally, when I see a grandma, I'm like, oh, she might just punch me in the head. And what can I do? Anybody on the street. Like when I used to live kind of like in the suburbs, like the business center, in Colorado, when a grandma would pass me, I'm like, I gotta get ready.
What?
Like,
I be squaring up with grandmas on the street. It's crazy.
And mind you, they're just on their afternoon walk. But I just have a really bad fear. Like I've told Dave multiple times, like I just really feel like somebody's gonna shoot me. Like that's why when we went, like
take that out the air.
I know, but like when we went shooting, like that, I've just always been afraid of guns.
Yeah,
I've always been afraid. So when we went shooting, I was like, y'all, please don't shoot me. Like we're in a gun range. Like it only takes one time.
I feel like I got to keep that thing on me,
bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get licensed because I'm like, I can't just be raw dogging life for real. Look, after those girls are getting punched, those
girls are getting punched in the street.
Those girls getting punched.
Yes, and I'm like, I'm a single black female addicted to retail.
You are.
I can't do it. Like I need to have some type of defense, and I can't fight.
Bro, that's
we
literally
just need to figure something out.
That's literally Dee's hobby.
What?
Shopping.
Oh, I thought you meant shooting.
Oh,
like
what?
Need my little bedazzled Glock?
No. Oh my gosh. No. But you guys, today, it was actually supposed to be our worst fears. That was supposed to be the episode.
Yes.
But last night, me and Dee were kind of delusional, and Dee told me a story, and I said, I do think this episode should be
needs to be our horror stories of
2024.
Really. I mean, I really only have that main one.
Yeah, I have a few little ones.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So I feel like we should just start off with some little ones.
Okay. And then this is the finale, and then we
bounce back.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so 2 of them are mine, and then the last one.
Do you want to do your Udit?
Udit, yeah. So Baymax is from Japan. I got this. Literally, there's like a Baymax, like you know when Disney and Mickey comes out on his like bow and they all be dancing and stuff.
Oh yes.
In the street, yeah. Baymax has one, and everybody's like, the Japanese people were like, it's going to get wet. So if you don't want to, wet box like
boxes will be wet.
Boxes will be wet, bro. When I tell you there was this guy in full like swimwear, when I tell you these people come.
Wait, at Disneyland?
Tokyo Disney, yes. When I tell you this guy was drenched. Like you would have thought he jumped in the water. That's how wet it was getting. So I'm over there, like I was like, I don't want to get wet, but I want to get a little bit sprayed. So I got my hat. When I tell you, I'm jumping, I'm like, yeah, Baymax. Like,
a Baymax stand down.
Bro, and Dammy's like, Faith, I didn't know you like Baymax like this. Like,
mind you, when she told me what she was dressing up as, now I seen the movie, but she said, I'm dressing up as Baymax. I said, Faith, please give me context. I don't know what you're talking. Who the hell is Who are these people?
I
Who are these people?
I love Baymax so much. And Dammy was like, Faith, I've known you for 5 years. How did I not know you like Baymax? Like
Baymax, they never came up.
Never came up. How could it? Like,
how do you bring up Baymax?
He was like, bro, I've been buying you these Squishmallows. I've been buying you these Baby Yodas. I could have been buying you Baymax this whole time. I'm like, I just kind of
what's the movie called again?
Oh, I call it Baymax, but Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
Yes, Big Hero 6. But yeah, like I just love, bro, when I saw one of the vloggers have this, try this on one of the Disney vlogs, I said, well, I've got to have that.
You said need that.
I went to that Disney store. I don't care how, I will pay money. I said, this is what I was looking for. And my eyes got so big, and my eyes are already big. And I was so lit. And Dammy's like, who is this?
Who are you?
No, truly, it was great. I was having a grand time. But this crop top, Sheen, and then I thrifted these pants. They're literally so fun. They're flowy. They're very gypsy. And then I got these little ballet flats that I've been wearing. Honestly, I only had to bring 2 pairs of shoes. These flats and my Crocs. That's it.
Bro, y'all can't even see them anyway.
Yeah. No, even in my OOTD, like our picture, you don't even see our shoes.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, excuse me. What about you, moms?
Okay, so this hat is from Fashion Nova. I'm a cowgirl.
Cowgirl.
This is a True Religion set, and my shoes are dunks that y'all can't see.
Yeah, but it ties it all together.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. Classroom announcements. Question of the week. No question.
We already did that.
Question.
Yeah. Let's dive into your story.
Yes. Yeah. So I talked about this in the Tokyo one, but I kept on saying something happened to my ring. So we get on the plane.
Yeah.
Grand time in Tokyo. It's time to go. We board, and Dammy's biggest thing for me, I can board at the end. I don't care where my suitcase is at. I don't care. I don't want to be in line with nobody. I want the last call. They can even call my name. Then I'll get up and stop listening to my audiobook. So I'm like, okay, well, that's how Dammy wants to get on the plane. Let's get on the plane. So Dammy's biggest thing is he wants to get on the plane so that he can have his bag right next to where he sits because he don't want nobody stealing his bag. Cool. So we sit, and we're like, so it's the main cabin, and then it's the premium economy. Because of Dammy's legs, I had to buy all main cabin, the first row, because his legs are so long. So cons of having a tall man, you got to pay for that extra room.
Damn.
Sick. Yeah. Because how we split it is I paid.
It's hefty. Because already to Japan. Yeah.
And it was multiple flights too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I paid for flights. Dammy paid for food and hotels. Anyways, we ended up, what is it? So we're sitting down, his bag is up, and we're at main cabin and premium economy. There's like a little divider. So he has it in between premium economy and main cabin. Cool. We sit down, everything's good. Dammy gets up to grab something out of his bag. He shouldn't have done that, but he grabbed it. And there was this Asian man that saw open slot, or Japanese man saw an open slot and was like, tried to put his stuff in there. And Dammy was like, that's my spot. And he was like, oh, no. He was like, no, that's my spot. You can put your stuff back here. The Asian man was like, he was about this small. So he was like, okay, that's fine. So then this wasp comes, and you could just, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Like, it's like a white, like entitled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you watch Desperate Housewives, think of Brie, Vandy Camp. Yeah, it's just very like uppity white person. Yeah.
Okay.
But what is it? So she comes, and she's about to put her bag up there, and Dammy was like, "Oh, please don't put your bag up there. I'm putting my bag up there." And she's like, "Oh, well, this is where I'm sitting, and I need to put my bag up here." And he's like, "Oh, well, that my bag is supposed to go up there. You can put your bag right here. Mine just a few feet behind." And she's like, "Well, I'm premium economy, and you're in main cabin, so I'm gonna put my bag up here because it's right. It's in premium economy. Mind you, it was in the middle." He was like, I don't think that's fair." And she was like, "Well, we can let the flight attendant handle it."
Oh.
Mind you, so Dammy, if he could get red, he was red. Like, he was seeing red. He was that Inside Out character. He was the red one.
Wait, so was it okay? So flight wise, I'm thinking like, let's say y'all are like row 12. Is she in the same row as you?
No, she's the one right in front of us in premium economy.
Oh, but then but the one he's trying to go for is in row 12.
It's right, so it's between row 12 and row 11. It's between.
Oh.
Yes. So it's like, well, you should have got on there before. So I'm like, hey, sweets, just please go ahead and sit down. Just go ahead and sit down.
Yeah.
So he told me his heart rate was up there with like as if he was on the treadmill. Like, he was pissed because he got an Apple Watch. So then I look over, look at my finger. Why is my diamond missing? Oh.
Heart rate through the roof.
Heart rate. Mind you, Dammy's hit up for this ring for 2 years. To this day, and until I die, I don't want to know how much that man spent on that ring. But
oh my God,
I know it's got to be a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so Dammy's heart is racing for multiple reasons at this point, because of the wasp, but also because my ring is missing. I mean, my diamond is missing. I'm like, this is why you can't have nothing nice. You're so irresponsible. You should have got a plastic ring. Like, my self-talk is so negative. Like, I'm just so pissed off at myself. And we're ripping up seats. We're looking at, I'm trying to look through my bags, but the ring is only so big. The diamond is only so big.
And it's like, it's not like you lost the actual ring. It just popped out the.
Yes, yeah, because right before I left, one of like the little like the little I don't know what it's called. Clasps had chipped. And so we were like, oh, we're gonna take it to the jewelers, but we hadn't taken the jewelers, and we just went to Japan. Now, anytime I travel, I will have a fake ring. Yeah. That's just what it is. I don't care. I really like I'm not materialistic, but Dammy kind of is. So he wants me to have a good ring. Totally fine. Like, this is an Amazon band. Totally fine with that. I'm going to get a real band, but I'm going to have 4 rings in total, because you really can't tell the difference, honestly.
No, you can't. And I was going to say, it's worth having a fake ring, because it's like, what if you guys got robbed? And it's like,
exactly.
You just can't control stuff like that.
Exactly. So I'm like, Dammy is really good at calming me in situations when we are both stressed, because he won't really show it. I'll show it. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm trying to be like, everything happens for a reason, but that quote just really not helping me right now. Like, I just,
because what's the reason?
All the quotes are not helping me and on my brain. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, a tear is like, I'm like, bro, like, I know, mind you, Dammy knows me. So he got a warranty because he knows I'm irresponsible. Thank the Lord. If your man knows you and you know you lose things, he's going to get a warranty. So, but the thing is, the plane was so big, we couldn't even connect to our 5G. So we couldn't even see what the warranty entails. So a 15-hour flight goes by. And I'm just like, I can't even crochet. I barely even want to watch any shows. Like, I just feel horrible. Yeah. And Dammy's over there talking about typing all fast. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Because we don't got no internet.
No, so like what's
what are you doing on that phone?
No, literally. So then he's like, yeah. After he calms down, he's like, yeah, he's talking about something. I vow to never sit in main cabin on an intercontinental flight again. Oh, he was pissed. He's
not
like,
intercontinental flight.
He's like, I worked too hard to be treated like this. Like, he was pissed off. So anytime we go anywhere out of the continent, we will be in premium economy. Economy plus. So I'm like, okay, for Mexico, like, are you okay with Southwest? Like, I'm like,
which airline did we do?
No, literally, he was cool with Southwest, but like, he was like, oh, it's Mexico, it's fine. I was like, okay, but when we go to Bali and stuff, Nigeria, but yeah, it was. So anyways, we 15-hour flight. Then we get to Canada for our layover, and it's like, oh, for the warranty, you have, if it's stolen or lost, you have to submit a police report. So Dammy's submitting a Denver police report because that's like our final destination. Yeah. Whole thing. And then so I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, dang, like, I just feel horrible. So I go to the bathroom by the time we go to Denver, and I come back. I see Dammy, okay? I see him. I can talk to him, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. Goes to the bathroom, comes back. He's like, I got good news and I have bad news. I said, okay, what? I said, give me the bad news. He says, oh, I don't have either, but I did find the diamond. Mind you, me and Dammy are the biggest trolls. We are. We truly are.
Pissed me off so bad.
I was like, Kisa, why wouldn't you tell me? He goes, well, I have to go to the bathroom. I said,
get right to the point.
I said, okay, thank you, sweet. Thank you for finding it. He's like, I knew you wasn't looking good enough on that plane. So I dumped your bag on the seat and found a diamond exactly where you looked. I said, oh, I'm glad you know.
It was better that it was there than in somebody's TSA line.
Bro.
Losing it at the airport is like, you can't even retrace your steps.
Bro, exactly. Like, when I tell you, like, we were talking about it before I think I got engaged, or I think, right after, about how, like, we were scared to lose our rings. Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, like, we were talking about putting it on a necklace, and I was like, that just means you're a widow, so can't do that. So
mine would just have to mean she lose stuff, because it's going to have to be on a necklace. Yeah. I lose everything. But I will say the engagement ring was very helpful, because I'm always going like this. Yeah. So I always am playing with it. Yeah. So when I did that, and mind you, those clasps were like cutting me the whole time, because all those clasps, it's not there's no diamond in it. So yeah, worst fear unlocked.
And it really happened. Everything panned out good, but this is your sign to get a fake ring. Even if it's your engagement ring, get a fake ring, especially when you travel, or just to practice. Get a practice ring, even if it's my promise ring helped me because I got my promise ring year 2, so I've always had a ring on this finger. So great practice.
Yeah, because then you're like, okay, I know it's not there.
I know we're good. Yeah, so yeah, bro.
She told me that. I said, what do you mean y'all lost? Not the ring, but the diamond?
The diamond. And it's like smaller than definitely smaller than my pinky, the top of my pinky. Like it's small. So yeah, moms. But
oh my gosh.
You know, not that mine doesn't compare, but when Dee told me this yesterday,
and I thought of one quick story I could do before we do that.
Yeah.
Because when I was in Africa, I was thinking about all the crazy stuff people had been saying to us. And this is just a really quick, why would you say that?
Oh.
We were in a club, and like at the clubs in, I think I mentioned this in the Africa episode, but the clubs in Nigeria, like all the men were like almost like we almost had like heebie-jeebies. Like they would
in
not
Nigeria?
Talk to us. Yeah,
no.
I mean Kenya.
Yeah.
They would not talk to us. They would just kind of stand and look and not say anything, right? Except we went to this one place called Quiver. And if you're in Kenya, I highly recommend going to Quiver. It was Net Star Hotel.
Okay.
It was not far, and it closed at it didn't close.
Oh, wow.
We left at 3 a.m. because we had a flight to catch it, and we had to leave at 6 a.m. We came back and drove past it, and people were still outside. We went to Quiver, and something in the air, those men there did not, they didn't give a fuck. They were like, y'all are fine. We coming after y'all. Yeah. So we kept dodging them because for one, my friend Cindy, she has a boyfriend. She's like, I'm not interested. Yeah. I'm not talking to y'all. Me and Tamia were like, we don't want y'all. One guy comes up. And we already see the way he looking. He's standing off in a corner just smirking. And I said, oh, it's not about to be good.
No.
He literally struts over. And Tamia's like, she's trying to think quick. She said, think fast. She said, we lesbians. Starts grabbing on Sydney's butt. She's like filling up on her, got her like this. And he walks up. He said, ladies. Tamia said, we're not straight. She said, we're lesbians, actually.
Straight to it.
He said, oh, lesbian. Rock, paper, and scissor? We said, oh. And Tamia said, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, oh, so sexy. I join? No.
No. That's not what that means at all. Are you kidding?
We done tried everything. We said we got boyfriends. We said we not from here.
Rock, paper, and scissor
Rock, paper, and scissor was nuts.
I've never heard of anything.
Yeah.
Like that
Biggest fear is saying you're a lesbian and them wanting to join anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, and scissor?
I know. I said, you can't make this up.
That's pretty good.
I wrote that one down.
Yeah.
Right as you said it, 'cause I said, you're good.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Let me think. Oh, y'all, I don't know if I put this on. I don't think did I put the dog story on the pod on not on Patreon?
When the lady kicked her dog?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I put it on the pod?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Really?
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. Because I remember us catching up live and you saying that. So it was for sure to be in the pod.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was calling my sister. I said, what happened to me this year? Because I don't remember.
No, literally.
I'm going through my photos other than the dog, I'm looking, I'm like, I was smiling for a good portion of this.
No, I'm like, I be having bad luck, but I feel like everything I talked about that was bad, I already talked about in the pod.
Either that or
y'all
the Patreon, yeah.
Yeah.
But
y'all know our lives.
You know our lives, especially on the Patreon. But okay, moms, I guess it's all you then.
Oh,
yeah.
Let me lock in.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna use pseudonyms for this.
You got to.
Yeah, just for everybody's protection, right? So I have my friends here, right? We were like, okay, let's go out on Juneteenth. This is right before I was gonna go out to Africa. So it was actually the weekend before I was leaving Africa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So me and my girlfriend, she was having 2 other girlfriends come visit. So she was like, hey, we can go out on that day. I'll bring my other 2 girlfriends. One of them being her hairstylist. Now, mind you, I've been out with said friend and the hairstylist before, and we had a great time. Yeah. We went out to get drinks. It was cool. It was cute. I was like, she cool. She can come back. Then her other friend I met last summer when she came to visit. So altogether, it was a cool little group happening, right? Then one of my guy friends, he was coming. So we had already planned, since this shit was deep in Jersey.
Yeah.
Very deep. An hour and a half via train, New Jersey Transit, if you know, you know. It was deep. It was several stops out. And I live in Jersey City, so it was far. So we were like, okay, we're going to coordinate a time to meet up. We're all going to take the train at the same exact time. Me and my guy friend, he lives in the same building as me. So we're like, hey, you know, we got time. We can just walk over to the train station together. So we do. We make the train to Newark, and then we got to transfer trains. We end up missing our second train. Now, mind you, my friend that knows the other two girls, let's call her Amy.
Yeah.
Amy has a car. So Amy was like, I'm not driving because it's just too far. I don't feel like spending all that gas. Yeah. I said, totally reasonable.
Makes sense.
We'll catch New Jersey Transit.
Yeah.
Me and my guy friend, let's call him Bill.
Bill, yeah. Crazy. Don't like a Bill at all.
Me and Bill, we get to our other train station. We realize, damn, we done missed the next train. The next train comes in 30 minutes, and it's damn near an hour and a half ride. That's 2 hours right there.
Yeah.
Slow. So we said, let's just take an Uber. So we start, ordering our Uber. And mind you, to get to the Juneteenth event, you have to take a shuttle from the closest train station over. So we catch our Uber. We go to that train station. We call Amy. And we're like, hey, where are you and the other two girls? Y'all made it yet? What's going on? Like, I know y'all missed the train because you were running behind.
Yeah.
She said, oh, we just got Wendy's. And I said, well, funny you mentioned that because there's no Wendy's by you. I know where you live.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by that? She's like, oh, I just decided to drive. Like, might as well. Bill said, what the fuck she say? Hang up on. This is going to be a little explicit because I just got to capture the essence of Bill. This is how he is.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not hanging up on her. He said, nigga, you didn't pick us up? His exact words. I got him on speaker. He said, hang up on her. Hang up on her. I was like, oh, he is pissed.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, when we got to the station, we realized we were at the wrong station. Because we got there, we're the only people there. And I was like, Bill, I think we at the wrong station. And we both had to pee really bad because we've been pre-gaming. We've been pre-gaming with Cutwaters, and those be running through me, bro.
I've never tried those.
Oh, I don't think I can drink them anymore because I only throw up if I drink Cutwaters. I've realized that. Yeah.
Wow.
And Don Julio. You know about
yeah.
the Don. Yeah. We don't mess with Don. So Don Julio and Cutwaters I can't do, but we were drinking Cutwaters. This is when I realized I can't do it no more. So we're drinking those, and we both had to break the seal. We ended up peeing in a bush at the train station.
Separate bushes.
I said, I'm going to this side, you go to that side. We peed in our bushes, and then we said, damn, like, Amy done left us to dry. So now, no shade to Amy. Amy, she already know. She already know this story. So we were like, okay, let's just go ahead and call the Uber to the actual festival. Called out. Now, Bill calls this Uber. We start pulling up. Uber driver's like, is this your destination? Why are we in an empty parking lot in the middle of nowhere? I said, Bill, is this where we're supposed to be? I said, look where we are. Is this where we're at?
Who we are?
And he was like, oh, damn, what's this? And the Uber driver's like, I think this is a park and ride for the festival. So, like, Ubers can't drive you up to the actual thing.
Yeah.
You now have to get out. So we're in the middle of nowhere in, like, Bucktown, Jersey. We look for a security guard. A security guard is like, oh, yeah, like, this is just the park and ride area. Y'all need to go up the road. Said road is like an abandoned highway, like 15 minutes down the road. And we was like, we got to walk that? Y'all don't got no shuttle? He was like, nah.
No.
Me and Bill, we'd already peed in the bush. We'd been to like the wrong train station twice. We had to walk. We walked in complete silence that entire time up the road. Shit was not funny. And the sun wasn't beaming. It was bad. By the time we got there, we were sweating.
Oh, I believe it.
So by the time we got there, we go straight to the bar. We get water, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not buying nobody else drinks. So, what do you want?" Because we just had to trudge 15 minutes up the road, and I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah, okay."
So we start drinking, and then finally, Amy and her two friends come. Now let's call the other friend. What we gonna call her?
The Hamptons one?
No. Let's call the other one
Crazy.
The crazy one.
Yeah.
Let's call her Crazy Kathy.
Yeah.
Crazy Kathy. Okay. Crazy Kathy. The second that she comes up, we're all saying hi and stuff. She like looking at Billy. Oh, you got a problem with my friend Amy? Y'all beefing? And Bill's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, I heard you on the phone talk about hang up on her. And she was like joking, but it was like you could tell she wasn't joking. This is also the first time that she's meeting Bill. Yeah, she's never met Billy.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it was like, is that still his name, Billy? Did I switch the name?
No, Billy.
Billy? Yes, yeah. So it's the first,
yeah.
I'm like,
no, but I didn't know that was the first time.
That was the first time they've ever met.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Yeah, so he was just like, I don't know you. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Yeah. And also, keep in mind, Billy and Amy have been friends for years. They're like brother-sister. Yeah. So when they're arguing, it's not like they're really meaning it, Like it's literally like sibling bickering.
Yeah.
And Amy had told me after the fact when I was telling her about what we went through, Amy was like, yeah, when she when Crazy Kathy was talking about, oh, Billy this, Billy that, she was like, not too much. That's my friend. I've known him way longer than I've known you, and this is not nothing serious. Like they're just mad because they have to pee in bushes.
Yeah,
like, it was not that deep.
Yeah.
So we end up going. The entire festival is cool. Cash Cobain is performing. I don't even know what song. Maya the Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
She's performing. It was really cool. Like all the Jersey folks popped out. I saw Evan. Shout out Evan.
Yeah,
Evan was on the pod last season.
First episode.
Yeah.
Season. Yeah.
He's our first ever episode in the studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out Evan.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh.
I know.
That's 2 seasons ago. Frick.
Yeah, that was January. So I saw Evan, we're catching up and stuff. So it's a great time, right?
Amy.
So I ran into Evan. It's a good time. We're having a great time. Now, towards the end of the night, Amy is like, now mind you, there's a third friend there. The third friend is like, hey, I want to drive up to the Hamptons. She was also there for work. So she was like, I want to drive up to the Hamptons and I want to make like good time. So I'm going to have to leave soon. And Amy's like, this is my friend visiting out of town. I'm going to make sure she gets home safe.
Yeah.
You can stay with Crazy Kathy and you and Billy are going back to the same place anyway because we live in the same building. We're neighbors. So I was like, yeah, this time, me and Crazy Kathy, we having a great time. We're drinking the same amount, mind you. The only thing I've had at this point is like the drink that Billy bought me in the beginning and like maybe some other like 2 or 3 other like canned drinks.
Okay.
But like nothing crazy. And she's drinking the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
So by the time that Amy and the other girl leave, we're still having a good time. But I noticed that Crazy Kathy started to get a little antsy and a little aggressive.
Yes.
And I don't really like aggressive drunks. Because I'm like, well, why are you trying to fight me right now? So I start peeping game. I start noticing that like things between Crazy Kathy and Billy, I thought it was giving like enemy. It's kind of giving enemies to lovers. Right?
A little bit.
It was
as of right now.
As of right now, it was giving like she's like like talking shit and like he kind of feeling it. So I know when to remove myself. I'm not no cock blocker. I said I will let y'all have at it. So I just go chill with Evan. We're chatting. Yeah. His friends are cool. I let them go. I think we probably separated for a good 30 minutes or so.
Oh wow,
it was some time.
Yeah,
yeah. So by that point, it starts getting dark, and at the corner of my eye, I see Crazy Kathy and Billy talking. And mind you, I didn't even mention this to you. Before that, we were talking with Evan and his friends, and Crazy Kathy was just being mad aggressive to his one friend. Starts pushing him.
Evan's friend?
Yes.
Oh.
Because she was aggressive to multiple guys. Now I think about it, because one guy messed up her name and thought he called her something else that rhymed with something bad. Yeah. We'll just say that. Uh-huh. And she cussed him out for that. And I said, I mean, I understand. Yeah. Someone messed up your name, but she was really antsy about that. Yeah. Then with Evan's friend, his friend was kind of looking like, your friend good? Because she being real, like, she getting real up there,
Be mindful.
Please be mindful of why you were invited to Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So we were just like, damn. So then by this point, now I noticed that Billy and Kathy out there in the corner, but things are starting to get a little rough. They roughhousing. And all of a sudden, I just see her smack him upside the head. She's like, and just starts smacking this man. I was like, oh, like, I don't think this is flirty anymore. Like, he's taking it like a champ. But I'm like, oh, I don't really know what's going on here. So I look out the corner of my eye. Me and Billy make eye contact. I'm like, you good? What's going on? He's like, eyes wide. Like, it was a whole conversation in 3 seconds. So he's like, it's time to go. And I'm like, yeah, it is time to go. By this point, Crazy Kathy is literally belligerent. She's smacking him upside the head. Like, she's like, yeah, nigga. Bro, I don't think we've ever said nigga on the pod. I have to say it.
Here and there.
For the context, y'all gotta know.
You gotta know.
She's like, nigga, yeah. Like, smacking him upside the head. And by
the way point, you're hitting,
like, no, like, I mean, smacking, and I'm just like, bro, what's going on? And I'm still trying not to cock block. So I'm like, maybe he liked this.
Yeah,
humiliation.
Dominic, yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me just let them rock. He's like, it's time to go right now, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
It took us 20 minutes to drag this girl out of the festival, and I said, she's falling all over the floor. Like, I have video. If I could show y'all videos, maybe I could put a little emoji. Yeah. She is falling all on the ground. She keep talking about, call my man. He gonna come get me. Call James. I said, James, I don't know who James is, but he's not coming. Who Who is James?
Subscribe to the Patreon to see these videos.
Bro, see the video.
Yeah.
And people on the street are starting to notice. They talk about, yeah, call her man. Why y'all not let her call her? Bro, we don't need y'all ad-libbing to it. So I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking, Amy, when I catch you, why'd you leave us with this crazy girl?
Yeah.
I don't understand. So by this point, we're now like walking out. Now, mind you, I take her phone because she's so drunk, she don't even know what she's doing.
Yeah.
I said, give me your phone. What's your address? I'm typing it into Lyft. She has 2 phones, apparently. Mind you, she's a hairstylist. So one's a business phone, one's a personal phone. So I don't know if I put it in the wrong phone, but this girl then locked herself out of her phone because she can't get the password right. And now it says that it's locked for 10 minutes. And you know, if you keep on locking it up, it's going to be locked all day.
Yeah.
So the Uber was about 15 minutes away. Mind you, we realized we still got to make that 15-minute walk back down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So by this point, oh my God, I wish I could get up and demonstrate this. Maybe, I can. Basically, Billy is walking and she all up in his grill. Like I'm talking about nose to nose, talking shit to him. And then finally, she just jumps on him. Like she just
in the front,
she just bear hugs him.
Yeah,
And he just ends up picking her up. Because he's like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what? Because I'm like, get down, girl. Like, what are you doing? And he was like, no, it's fine. This is the only way we gonna get her out to the Uber.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just have to carry her. His pants falling down. she smacking him upside his head while she getting held. It's crazy. Then she starts kissing this man in his mouth.
In the mouth.
I'm talking about just straight tongue. And I said, oh, and I literally have it on video when I caught the first kiss. Because I said, oh, that's kind of salty.
A little bit salty.
A little bit of salty. Yeah. And he's like trying to hold her, pants falling down. It's just chaotic.
Denaja talking about she's about my size. That girl was not your size. I said,
no, but we are the same size. She was just being held. Yeah.
Her thighs didn't look like your thighs.
I mean,
she had a
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, she was dragging that wagon. It looked like
she didn't really. Well, she had thicker thighs. Yeah.
Okay, I think that was the defining factor. Yeah.
But I was just like, there's no way you're this drunk. Because I'm thinking, okay, we had the same amount of drink. There's no way you're this belligerent. Unless somebody did something to your drink, which they did not because we was together the whole time. And I'd be pretty aware. Nobody did shit to her drink.
Yeah.
So at this point, she now kissing Billy up in his mouth, smacking him upside his head. She falling on the ground. He having to pick her up. I'm like, girl, get it together.
It's not funny no more.
We end up getting to the park and ride area. And I'm like, okay, she finally unlocks her phone. I'm like, okay, bet. Your Uber should be pulling up soon. A car, now mind you, I don't know why at every single point we were in a parking lot, it was completely empty. It was just us.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was weird considering it was a full festival of like thousands of people. So we were in the little parking ride area. We see a car pull in. She takes off running. I said, oh, she's a runner. I hate drunk runners, bro. Please stop running.
I'm a runner. That's why I don't be drunk.
Oh my God. So I chase after her and she starts getting into this Uber and I'm like, let's make sure it's your Uber. Uber tried to talk about Jessica?
Not her name.
Get out of Jessica's Uber, bro. She's already in the back seat. I have to drag her out of the back seat, bring her back. Billy, at this point, Billy said, I don't care whether she get home or not.
Pissed
I don't give a fuck. It's his exact words. He said, I don't care whether she get home or not because look how she be acting. You're grown as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's 28. I didn't mention. Yeah, context. Yeah, she's a grown ass lady.
That's third girl.
Yeah. So I said, okay, you're doing too much. And we're like, I mean, we're not that far behind, but I'm just like, you are the oldest
doing
out of the
all
group,
that?
acting crazy.
Oh, that context.
Context is key.
Frick.
She grown as fuck. So I said, okay, you stay right here. Then a cop car pulls into the parking lot. And she starts running towards the cop. I said, have we learned nothing?
We don't
now I look at Billy. I said, it's your turn to chase her. He said, I'm not chasing that crazy bitch. I said, damn. So now I'm chasing her. And the cop's like, is everything all right here? What's going on? I'm just like, no, not everything's all right. Do you see what I'm dealing with? Like, no, like I got her, but like, please.
Yeah.
So the cop ends up just circling. He's now making like donuts in the parking lot, just waiting for us to leave. I don't know what he wanted, but he was just like monitoring the parking lot. So finally, her Uber driver is now supposed to be coming. At this point, Billy calls ours because he's like, okay, once she gets in hers, we can go to ours. We go home.
Yeah, we good.
So her Uber driver keeps making wrong turns, ends up on a different street. So then the cop sees us like arguing about it because me and Billy are like, well, Billy like, she not getting our Uber. I'm like, we can't leave her here. We need to do something. So Billy is like, I don't know what we gonna do. The cop sees us arguing. He comes over. He's like, what's going on? I explain the situation. He's like, give me 1 second. Speeds off. to go catch her Uber driver. Like, this is Fast and Furious. I'm like, bro, please calm down.
That's not.
He goes on a goose chase trying to find her Uber driver. We're waiting. The Uber driver then went on the highway. Made a wrong turn, went on the highway. I said, it's done.
It's fine.
It's done.
Yeah.
Then the cop speeds back. Yeah, fucker got away. I said, bro. I was just so overstimulated. I said, I can't take this, bro. It was just a lot going on.
A lot.
So then I was like, okay, she going to get in our Uber, Billy. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
He was pissed.
I believe
He was
it.
like, I'm not dealing with her ass ever again. I said, agreed, but we need to get her home.
Yeah.
Like, we need to be moral people. So our Uber comes. We get in. When I tell you in the Uber, it was literally, he was like, you get in the middle. I said, all right.
I'll be her.
This is crazy, Kathy. Me and Billy are dead ass, like on the complete other side, like shoulder to shoulder, scrunched up in the corner, and then there's a huge gap. You would have thought it was an extra seat. A huge gap, and crazy Kathy is over in the corner just like this, leaned over the side, like damn near like cheek to window. We have an hour and a half drive ahead of us.
Oh my God.
She is belligerent as a bitch in this car. She's like, oh my God, they lied to me. She's trying to tell the Uber driver, they lied to me. I'm supposed to be going home. My man James supposed to be picking me up. I'm like, who is James? Who is James? We don't know that man. She's like, they lied to me. They're taking me to their apartment. I'm supposed to be going to Penn Station. If you live in New Jersey or New York, you know Penn Station's in New York. We live in Jersey City. Why would we be going to Penn Station?
Don't make no sense.
She's talking about James gonna pick her up from Penn Station. James knows she lives in deep ass Jersey, so why would he meet her in Penn Station? And he has her location, so it's just a lot of foolery all around. So I said, okay, fuck James. We don't know who James is. I don't care. You're not going to James's. You're coming to our apartment, and then you're gonna Uber from our apartment back to your home, your place of residence, and that's that. No other questions. Mm-hmm. She trying to tell the Uber driver that we lied to her. She's been buffooned. She's been fooled, and then out of nowhere, she just falls asleep. And our Uber driver was like, "Thank God!" Like he hadn't said a word the entire drive. She falls asleep, and he's dead ass celebrating. Then she wakes up when we have like 30 minutes left. And the only reason I know she's awake, and mind you, me and Billy are still in the corner. Like, we maintained our distance. Yeah. We said, I don't know what she got, but we're not dealing with it.
Yeah.
We're talking shit about the whole night in the corner. She's pregnant. I don't care.
I don't care.
At this point, she knows what she did.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, and then that happened. Yeah. And I was telling him, yeah, I saw you get slapped. He's like, yeah, you saw that. So then, out of nowhere, we just start hearing her mumbling. She's like, like a dog. And I was like, I'm nudging Billy. I'm like, she's up. She's up. Like it's a demon in the corner. And all of a sudden, all I see is her like turn completely to the window, and she got her phone like this. Why is she recording us? And narrating? She's like, yeah, they think they got me fooled. Yeah, they think they got me fooled. They're trying to take me to the apartment building, but I'm going to Penn Station. Where's James? Like, I'm like, bro, as if we can't hear her right next to us, as if she's being discreet filming. Like, I damn near wanted to wave to the camera. Like, I see you, bro. You're not slick. Discreet. So then we pull up to my apartment. And mind you, we had already told her, like, you're coming here and then you're Ubering to your place. That's our deal. Yeah. You're lucky that we are, for one, paying for this Uber also. Because it's an expensive-ass Uber. Cool. So it was like, you should be running me some money, but, you know, we'll handle that in the morning once you're sober. That part. So she's in the car. We're getting out. She will not leave the car. She's like, oh, and mind you, while on the car ride, James is on the phone. Where are you?
So he was real.
Bro, everyone was stressed. No, James was real.
Okay.
James was stressed. Every single time James was on the phone, I need you to lock in right now. Tell me, where are your coordinates? Where are you at? I can't find you. Apparently, she had turned her location off also. Coordinates? She turned her location off, so we couldn't figure out where she was. At, yeah. She said, he has my location, but then she doubled back and said, well, I turned it off. Well, then he don't have it. Yeah. So James is on the phone. Where are Penn Station? I need you to come to Penn. No. I said, you can take an Uber to Penn Station. Yeah. Mm. But she was sober enough to not want to pay them tunnel fees.
Okay, well.
So you sober enough to get up out this Uber.
That part.
So once we pull up to my apartment, she won't leave the Uber. She's being belligerent with the Uber driver. She talk about she'll pay him on the side to take her to Penn Station. Like, that's not how Uber works.
That's not how that works at all.
It's actually not how it works at all. Talk about she'll pay him cash. Lady didn't have not a lick of cash on her. The Uber driver said, get the fuck out of my car. He was so pissed.
Oh, I believe it.
I really hope Billy tipped him well.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, he was stressed out.
Yeah.
And finally, he I don't even know what was happening in the car because I had gotten out the car. At this point, Billy said, I'm done with the situation. He walked inside and pressed the elevator button door. He said, I don't know if her crazy ass getting home. And I don't care no more.
I really don't care.
It was up to me, bro. I said, she is crazy, but also
She's a girl.
She's a girl. I'm a girl's girl. I need to make sure she get home safe. So I was like, no, like, you need to go inside. Like, this is crazy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And mind you, earlier in the night, she'd been like, why are you coordinating with Billy what time y'all leaving? Why y'all coordinating? I said, Billy's my neighbor. Like, we're splitting that Uber. I'm not paying for that Uber. We're splitting that cost.
Yeah.
As expensive as it is. So she kind of attitude about that. And she's like, oh, y'all go back inside then. Y'all go back inside. Yeah, y'all two go back inside. I said, you know what? I will. Because I had offered for her to come up to my apartment. Yeah. I was like, until your man comes, until James pulls up, you can just stay in my apartment for a second. She was pissed about that. She didn't like none of the options. I said, you know what? I done my due diligence, baby. Yeah. You can stay right out here. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And we left her ass right out there, yelling and screaming. Belligerent on the corner.
Just sick.
Because I said, I don't got time for it. So then when we went upstairs, I was like, we need to tell Amy about her friend.
Now.
Right now. So we went to Billy's apartment and we spent an hour recapping this entire situation in depth, showing her live videos. Like, come get your friend.
Because what?
And she didn't believe us. She was like, no, she didn't do that. She's so cool. That's my hairstylist. I'm like, listen, she was cool when we hung out and we went out to get drinks. I don't know what happened tonight, but the second you left and you weren't present,
perhaps
she was smacking this man upside his head.
When did they just hit in the air?
Like, just like that. Just like that.
Oh, I was giggling so hard last night. It was literally nuts.
Insane. Yeah. So long story short, and then the next day, she texts Amy. And because I was like, can you please text that girl, make sure she made it home safe and James picked her up? Because I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, I texted her. And at first I was a little nervous because in the morning, we had told her all this, Amy, this whole story at like 2 a.m. when we got back home. And after that, she was like, oh, I haven't heard nothing back from her. It was like 6 a.m. in the morning the next day. Yeah. And I was like, well, she was really drunk, so maybe she's hungover. She didn't text her back till like 3 p.m. and was like, oh, yeah, I made it back. Thanks, LOL. Also, your friend started being mean to me out of nowhere. When she said that, it actually pissed me off more than anything else.
I'm already knowing. Because I said, through trials and tribulations.
I said, I dragged you through the concrete to get to the Uber.
What?
Why would you say that?
And
Amy, knowing the context, she didn't even reply. Because she was just like, I know you lying.
Yeah.
And if you can remember the second that we had to lock in and be like, get up. Like, I had to parent that girl. I sobered up.
Yeah.
Real quick. Because I was like, you're acting delusional. And you're 28.
At your big age.
At your big age. You're grown. You're 36.
Like what?
Why are you acting like this?
Yeah, that was 28 is really adding context.
Yeah.
Not good.
That's why I was blown.
Yeah.
And Billy told me that. He was like, her old ass. I said, what? Okay. I said, you're 25. You're not far behind.
Literally a few years.
You're not
old is pushing
crazy.
It for anything in the 20s. But 28?
Yeah. So I was just like, bro, that's insane. But yeah, that was our Juneteenth night from hell. It was actually insane. And yeah, the poor Billy's shirt. He was wearing a white shirt.
Just
all that dragging. His entire shirt was covered in foundation. It was bad.
Just really
ripping and running.
Just really, really sick. I think we have some time for our questions. We haven't done questions in so long, but let's hit the questions because my other one, I was like, it's Dammy's. I didn't ask him if I could say it, so I really want to be a good wife. So maybe
not you said this ain't even my story.
This ain't even my story to tell. It's a great one, but it's not my story to tell. And he at work, so I can't even ask him if I can say it. But yeah, we have listener questions. We only have a few. The girlies really haven't had that many dilemmas. I'm hoping your guys' lives are just great. But if you guys' lives are going down the drain and you guys need dilemma help, please type in the group me. I think the group me has helped as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but also if not, if you want anonymous, tap it into the free suggestion box in our link tree.
Yes, I think we only have time for this one big one.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah.
Someone says, I have a friend who I love. She's like a sister to me, but I also know my friend. She just told me she's pregnant. And for context, we're in the last year of college from her boyfriend. While they're not the most toxic relationship in the world, I think myself and my other friend were a small number of people she's told are apprehensive about the baby and her boyfriend. but they are getting married later. I would like to know how to navigate this friendship because while I will be supportive with the baby in her life, this is not the first time being in a toxic relationship has taken over her life and our friendship. A baby is only amplifying the bigger issue. I try to give her a lot of grace because that is something I'm working on as a person, and she's had a hard life, but I also don't feel right. I haven't reached out as much as my other friend and feel bad about it. I'm feeling a little selfish, but I also know I can't put too much of me into her life, referencing not my circus, not my monkeys. That was a lot to say, but I would love some insight. Thank you. Thank you, girl.
Thank you, girl. I think she's doing the right thing.
I was gonna say, I don't
She's
think you're
giving her
doing anything
grace.
wrong.
Not my circus, not my monkeys. You're kind of distancing yourself. I mean, by this time, I feel like by the time this episode comes out, the baby gonna be born.
I mean, she submitted this on June 3rd.
Oh, okay. The baby's gonna be grown in that belly.
Yeah, by this point, you'll know whether or not the baby
was kept.
Yeah.
But I think you're doing a good job, girl. Like you're giving her grace, but also you can't give all yourself to it. Like if she asks for help, cool, but don't offer it.
I mean, well, I don't know. I think if she decides to keep the baby.
Oh, I just mean more so like advice. Like don't give unwarranted advice.
Oh, yes.
Asks. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of a different story if she ends up keeping the baby and now like you're playing a TT role. That's a little bit different. But I think right now it's like she clearly knows what is at stake. If they've already been in a toxic relationship, this probably is not the first time something has come up where she knows she's in one.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point, if she's deciding to have a baby with this man, that's kind of like Final Destination. That's actually like the biggest thing you can do with someone.
And she said she's going to get married soon. I don't know if they're engaged or maybe words. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like in this situation, you're doing all you can, but also it is not your circus, not your monkeys.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't stress yourself out about her situation, especially if she's not willing to take your advice and hear it. Coming from a true friend that is looking out for her.
Facts. And it's just that toxic relationship part is hurting because it's like at what level of toxicity is it? Because it's different levels.
And you guys are in your last year of college. Like, life is really
it's about to hit you.
Life is really just starting.
Truly.
I mean, if I were you, I'd probably have one more talk with her just to like really, really share how you feel and tell her the truth because maybe other people in her life are like not kind of walking on eggshells and afraid to tell her.
Yeah.
I would have a very honest conversation and tell her like a reality check. And if she still don't really listen after that, then it's just beyond your control. You try your best.
It's beyond, you got to hands off. You might just need to distance yourself if it's taking too much of you.
Yeah.
Too much out of you.
Yeah.
Because once you graduate, especially with this job market, you're going to be stressed. Life is going to be life is going to life one way or another. And probably a lot of aspects of your life too. So, yeah, girl, I think you're doing it right. I'm glad you're giving the girlies grace because having a friend in a toxic relationship, the only way you can stay friends, because they always going to talk about that man, is is giving the friend grace.
Yeah.
Like, okay, girl, I don't understand, but I'm going to listen.
We keep ranting about him. You keep going back. There's only so much you can do. She will leave when she is ready to leave. You cannot make her be ready.
You're not going to make her.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. But on that note, thank you guys for a great Halloween episode. Our crazy horror stories of the year.
Yes.
And yeah, we will see you guys next episode.
Bye.